This is North Carolina's news leader. From WRAL TV5, this is the 6 o'clock news.
A new school year, new friends, new classes, and the beginning of a new tradition on the UNC Chapel Hill campus. Good evening, everyone. Thanks for joining us. Tens of thousands of students are arriving on college campuses this weekend.
They're moving into new dorms, seeing old friends, and some of them may choose to drink. But tonight, UNC Chapel Hill is trying to change that college tradition, but still keep the fun in all of it. Wisdom Martin joins us now live from the campus. Wisdom, what's this all about?
Well, Betsy, students are moving back onto campus. This is the last day for them to move back onto campus before the classes start. And what better way to welcome them back to campus than with a celebration on South Street? They're going to block this street off. They're going to put up a stage, and you're going to see a lot of music, fun, and games. Now, while it is about fun, it has a much more serious message.
It's moving day on campus. A lot of students put a lot of time, effort, and money into college. Unfortunately, some of that money goes into alcohol use. Statistics show that the average college student spends $446 on alcoholic beverages per year. UNC wants to put a lid on campus drinking. Tonight, they kick off the Don't Get Wasted campaign to educate students about the dangers of alcohol.
Not everybody drinks, and also teaching college students that there is an alternative to drinking, and you don't have to drink to have fun. And since we're just having freshmen that move in, I think that's a very important message that we have to let them know.
Now, the celebration will take place at the Union. Coach Mac Brown will be here. Chancellor Hooker will be here. There will be cheerleaders here. It'll be a big-time celebration, somewhat of a pep rally, so to speak. It's a chance for the students to socialize and get more familiar with the campus since school is beginning to start up again. We'll have more details on this celebration coming up tonight at 10 and 11. Kelly, Betsy.
Okay, right. Wisdom, thanks. Now, the party is tonight from 9 to 2 a.m. on South Road near the Student Center. Activities include live music, step shows, food, and carnival rides. And all of the events are free.
Tomorrow's a big day for many area students. In Wake County, 80,000 students are going back to school. With new notebooks and book bags in hand, students of all ages will enter the doors for another school year. Many schools spent the summer getting facelifts and repairs, along with some new technology. Along with the school buses, local police will be hitting the streets come tomorrow morning, and that means you better watch your speed in school zones. Area officers say they're putting the brakes on fast drivers. The Raleigh Police Department says it plans to use more motorcycle officers and radars in school zones. Officers also warn drivers to be on the lookout for school buses that are loading and unloading children.
We'll have more news in just a minute. Stay with us.
It's Reebok Visor Night with the Dragons on Tuesday, August 19th. The first 500 persons through the gate will receive a free visor courtesy of Reebok. The gates will swing open at 6 p.m.
I have an idea. I think Best Buy should let us see what goes on in the Computer Upgrade Center.
Congratulations, Steve. You're going to be tech for a day.
Wow. Do I get to learn technical stuff?
Absolutely.
Hi, I'm Steve, your tech for the day. Hi, I'm John.
Never installed a hard drive, never installed memory, never installed... You don't know what I'm talking about, do you?
Don't touch that. Ooh. All right.
You won't be working on my computer, will you?
Computer upgrades at Best Buy. Now that's a great idea.
They will. The real professionals will.
Keep North Carolina clean and beautiful. WRAL TV5 and Mix 101.5 want to keep our state clean and beautiful. That's why we provide azaleas to nonprofit groups. And this year marks the 12th anniversary of our azalea celebration. 10,000 azaleas are available to nonprofit groups. Just write to this address for more on the WRAL Keep North Carolina Clean and Beautiful Azalea Celebration. And be sure to include a self-addressed stamped envelope. Application deadline, Labor Day.
And welcome back. The UPS strike is entering its third week, and President Clinton is urging the Teamsters and UPS to reach a settlement.
The president says it's clear that the two sides are making progress in their talks. Mr. Clinton says the 14-day-old strike is hurting the company and workers and other businesses dependent on UPS. The strike means overtime for these people. For the second week in a row, the Postal Service delivered packages and several post offices opened up for parcel pickup. But local letter carriers say a lot of people aren't picking up their packages, even with the Sunday hours. This stack of boxes grows larger every day, and the Postal Service says it will be open extra hours until the UPS strike ends.
Tomorrow morning, 158 years of all-male tradition will come to an end at Virginia Military Institute. Up to 30 women are expected to enter the school's first co-ed class. The Lexington school doesn't look that much different this year. New bathrooms and dorm rooms are about the only changes the school has made. Female rats, as freshmen are commonly called on campus, will have to pass the same physical test and even wear the same haircut as their male colleagues. Last year, the public military school lost a 6-year court battle when the Supreme Court ruled the school must accept females or go private. VMI is under court order to file quarterly progress reports.
Well, today, just about a carbon copy of yesterday. Heat, heat, and more heat. Brian Orzel's up next with perhaps a cool down.
Hopefully. And you've heard of having butterflies in your stomach, but not like this. These kids are really getting into the wing of things.
Celebrate back-to-school savings from these area merchants. Save up to 50% during Main and Taylor's semi-annual shoe sale. Shop now for new fall arrivals, especially for hard-to-fit sizes. Main and Taylor Shoe Salon, Cameron Village between Fresh Market and Talbot's. For quality craftsmanship at prices you can afford, go to Nightdale Jewelry on Highway 64. Nightdale Jewelry, where jewelry is 15 to 50% off for end-of-summer clearance. Geldof Chocolatier features fine European-style chocolates handmade in their Raleigh shop on Durham Road. Geldof Chocolatier. What better way to impress your teacher or treat yourself? Shop Lands Jewelers, your back-to-school headquarters, and save 60% on all gold. They have the largest selection of chains in the area, and you never pay full price at Lands. Pro-Am Golf has over 1,000 golf gifts. Eatman's Carpet Outlet has furniture and accessories all reduced, and both are next to Edwards Home Furnishings on Capitol Boulevard. Visit all of these area merchants for great back-to-school savings.
Thanks to Kia's Gimme the Money rebate, you can get a brand new Kia Sophia for only $84.95. Ooh! Come to think of it, $84.95 is what we sold Sophias for 4 years ago. And $84.95 makes the Sophia the lowest priced four-door in America. Oh yeah, and at prices this great, we're not responsible for your actions. But hurry to get a Kia Sophia for only $84.95 because our 97 clearance ends soon.
Where are you? Do you remember a simpler time when you were surrounded by people you could trust? Do you remember the first time you faced the world alone? We are here to talk to you about money and investing with a level of honesty you may not be used to help you earn more, even if it means we make less. You may never be as innocent as you once were, but it is possible to be as trusting. Wachovia, we are here. Let's get started.
It's definitely been a hot day today.
Just oppressive out there.
Yeah, hot weekend. Today, carbon copy of yesterday. As you mentioned before the break, the high temperature today, the same as yesterday's, 99 degrees. Didn't quite make it to 100, but today's high did tie the record high for today's date. 75 the low this morning. It's still 95 now. The humidity of 45% doesn't sound all that bad, but when you take 99 degrees, add 45% humidity, that makes for a heat index of 103, so still quite uncomfortable out there. Winds west at 15, gusting to 21. No rainfall again today. Sunset time is now 8:02 as we continue losing a minute off that sunset time with each passing day. Fayetteville was up to 100 today. You folks are still 99. A bit cooler at the coast. Once again, a sea breeze keeping the coastal areas from getting all too hot. And on the school net, everybody in the mid to upper 90s. 99 on the rooftop here at TV5. 97 at Ann Chestnut School in Fayetteville, 97 up at Nash Central, and 94 at Roanoke Rapids High. Okay, on the satellite review, few if any clouds over North Carolina today. Big thunderstorms, though, to the north. Here's how they look on the regional radar. Several ferocious lines now going through West Virginia and Northern Virginia. There are warnings up for the Chesapeake Bay and for Arlington, Virginia, and several warnings up for portions of central and south central West Virginia. These are all severe thunderstorm watches, but all the action will be staying north of us tonight. We'll have our turn at some thunderstorms tomorrow as a strong cold front comes through. Here's the infrared satellite review. Not much in the way of clouds over North Carolina. There are the cold cloud tops with those strong thunderstorms to our north and west. And the leading edge of a refreshing air mass is just a couple hundred miles away from us. And this front will be slowly sagging southward with time. In fact, in advance of this front, we'll have what we call a prefrontal trough come through tomorrow, accompanied by some thunderstorms. The actual cold front itself won't come through till tomorrow night, and then we're going to see a big drop in temperature and humidity for midweek. So here's our forecast this evening. Mostly clear, another warm evening with temperatures only dropping off to the low 80s by bedtime. The overnight low close to last night, 75, with mostly clear skies. Tomorrow start off with sunshine, clouds developing though, and the day will end with a thunderstorm in many areas, a high of 96. Tomorrow is our best chance of rain we've seen in quite some time. Variably cloudy tomorrow night with a chance of an evening thunderstorm, a low of 69. And then noticeably cooler for Tuesday and Wednesday. Tuesday's high 86, Wednesday's high 84, and the chance for more thunderstorms later in the week. So we got some good news.
All right.
Finally.
Looking forward to it. Thank you.
PGA Championship.
Yeah, you know, Davis Love III, he is one of the good guys on the tour. You want me to go ahead?
No, I think we're going to wait and do something else.
It's all right. Some protesters are hanging around in Seattle tonight on WRAL's 10 o'clock news. This is how Greenpeace plans to save birds and mammals. Palestinians are protesting to bring peace in the Middle East. Their ultimatum to Israel: open the roads or we won't buy your products. And these desert taxis are taking off. The race for the finish line is on. These stories and a few good women are making history at VMI tonight on WRAL's 10 o'clock news on WV50. Now, back to
You guys ready for me now?
Yes, PGA Championship.
Yeah, Davis Love's LA. I was saying he's one of the best guys on the tour, nice guy, and it's good to see him win his first major. Saw it right here on CBS. We'll have that, NASCAR and baseball. But first, heading off to the break, despite a 4-1 loss last night to the Richmond Kickers, the Raleigh Flyers still have hopes of making the playoffs. Charleston lost last night as well, and Flyers trail Charleston by 1 point for the final playoff spot in the Atlantic. Those two teams meet twice this weekend.
They say the car you buy goes down in value the minute you drive it off the lot. So you got three alternatives. You can A, avoid buying a car altogether, or B, lease a Saturn, where you still get a great value, plus one of the more reliable cars around, all at what you'd have to admit is a pretty good price. Or C, you can do what I do and just never drive it off the lot.
Do I work here? Technically, no.
Let's say you have $200 and you're out to buy a new suit. You could go to a department store and buy this suit for around $200, if you're lucky. Or you could go to S&K Menswear and get 2 handsome wool blend suits for less than you might pay for one. This suit and this suit for less than $200. That's about half what you'd expect to pay, right? Now, where are you going to buy your next suit?
Shop 9 locations in Raleigh, Durham, Morrisville, Perry, Smithfield, Fayetteville, and Rocky Mount.
It's time again for the Oscar Mayer Talent Search. The Wienermobile is back, so come and audition. Oh, I wish I were an Oscar Mayer wiener. It's your chance to win a visit from the Wienermobile and to be in an Oscar Mayer TV commercial. Everyone would be in love with me. So have your mom or dad call 1-800-OSCAR-KIDS for details. Thank you!
The Mercury is rising during the sizzling summer savings event at your Mercury dealer. Blaze a trail to your Mercury dealer for Grand Marquis starting at just $20,740 after $1,500 cash back. Or choose 1.9% APR financing up to 48 months. You'll get a powerful V8 engine, room for 6, and a vacation-sized trunk. Now starting at $20,740 after $1,500 cash back. Or with 1.9% APR financing up to 48 months. But these sizzling summer savings end soon. So see your Mercury dealer today.
The fast track at Michigan would slow to a crawl today as rain moves through the area at the ITW DeVilbiss 400. Johnny Benson had the pole, but Mark Martin was on the outside of row 1 and on the move. Martin is having a Sunday drive in the park until lap 87. He blows a tire, heads to the pits, and falls 2 laps behind. Now, a couple of rain delays would allow Martin to regroup and make his way back through the field. After the second delay, Martin takes the lead for good with 32 laps to go, passing Ted Musgrave and Jeff Gordon. All that's left is to navigate the number 6 Valvoline Ford to the finish line. Mark Martin wins the DeVilbiss 400, coming from 2 laps down.
It was all over the place when I got into the corner. Totally out of place. In fact, I couldn't figure out why it kept getting like that, because I was slowed down enough. I thought I should control it, and I still was out of control. So, yeah, we came back from it. We had the car to do it today.
Well, after that great save on the blown tire, Mark Martin wins, followed by Jeff Gordon, Ted Musgrave, Ernie Irvin, and Dale Jarrett. 6 through 10, Bobby Labonte, Bill Elliott, Jeff Burton, Dale Earnhardt rides 9th, and Terry Labonte finishes 10th. It would be either Leonard or Love. No one else had a chance to win at the final round of the PGA Championship. Justin Leonard and Davis Love III came to play, tied for the lead at 7 under par, 7 shots better than the rest of the field. Davis Love is in search of his first major, is unflappable. The birdie from the fringe at number 3 gives him a 2-shot advantage. Meanwhile, Leonard just can't find the putting stroke. The short birdie putt, just will not fall. And when Love sinks another birdie at 8, he's at 10 under par and in the lead by a commanding 5 shots. Leonard gets 2 shots back at 12. Love is in trouble at 13, knocks it in, and Davis Love III will go on for the win at the PGA Championship. Well, last year, the New England Patriots rode the right arm of starting quarterback Drew Bledsoe all the way to the Super Bowl. They'll be a contender again this year, as will the Denver Broncos, if, that is, John Elway can get healthy. Elway and the Broncos travel to New England today. We've seen this before. Drew Bledsoe to the All-Pro tight end Ben Coates. 1-yard touchdown play. The Patriots go on for the win, 31-21. In baseball, Baltimore picked up another game on the Yankees in the East yesterday, while at the same time dropping Anaheim out of first place in the West. Those same 2 teams get together today at Camden Yards. The 2 work a bit of overtime. In the 10th, Lenny Webster strokes the game-winning hit to left, scoring Rafael Palmeiro. Baltimore goes on for the win, 5-4. Despite a loss yesterday, the Yankees are still playing well, winners of 7 of their last 10 games. New York continues to put some pressure on the O's, trailing by 4.5 games. Texas pays a visit this weekend. Tim Raines is back from the disabled list and swinging a hot bat. Raines slams a 2-run double to center for the Yankees. They go on for the win, 8-0 this afternoon. Seattle has once again regained the lead in the West. The Mariners have won 2 straight in overtaking the slumping Angels. Seattle and Chicago get together for a pair today at Comiskey Park. In the first game, Ken Griffey Jr. goes deep not once, but twice. Numbers 39 and 40 on the year. Seattle wins the first game 5-3. The hottest team in the American League is Cleveland. The Indians have won 4 in a row to open up some ground in the Central. It's been a disappointing roller coaster year, though, for the Tribe. Still, the Indians lead by 5.5 games, entertaining Toronto. The Blue Jays cool off the Tribe thanks to Jose Cruz Jr.'s 3-run homer. Toronto doubles up on the Indians 10-5. Let's show you a couple of American League scores. Detroit doubles up on Kansas City 8-4 is that final. And in the 7th inning, Chicago has a 4-1 lead on Seattle. In the National League, Houston is stumbling in the Central, losers of 3 straight. The Stros woes have allowed Pittsburgh to stay within striking distance. The red-hot Phillies are giving the Astros fits, but not today. Derek Bell rips a 2-run double. The Astros lead this one in the 9th inning, 11-6. National League scores: Colorado a 6-4 winner over the Mets. Also in the 7th inning, Chicago leads San Diego 6-2. In the 5th, San Francisco 6, Montreal 5. A 6th inning score finds Florida knocking off Pittsburgh 6-2 in the 6th inning.
And so we've got, well, you got baseball starting to heat up now, and football
coming
started.
around, and hockey too. It's coming up. Those hurricanes are fast approaching.
Yeah, it's that time of year when everybody's
everything just kind of doubles up and overlaps and all that good stuff.
It's always great to watch Ken Griffey hit the ball.
Oh, he can stroke it.
What was that, numbers 40?
39 and 40.
39 and 40.
Yeah.
All right, makes it look easy. Thanks, Todd.
They may look fragile, but butterflies can flap their wings at speeds of 90 miles an hour.
Have you ever wondered what it would be like to be a butterfly? Well, these kids came out of their cocoons today at the Museum of Life and Science in Durham. The 2-day Merry Migration event included lectures, a frog hunt, and of course, everyone's favorite, the Become a Butterfly dress-up. With the budding butterflies right there with little wings and everything. Kind of cute.
That's all our time for now. Thanks for yours.
We'll see you again at 10 and 11. Have a great night, everybody.